So I decided to make another update. I'm sorry I haven't made one in a few weeks. I have been here in the hospital still. It would be about a month that I've been here in this rehab facility. I'm doing a lot better. So the last time I updated, I think I had lost my ability to walk from an exacerbation that I had. This was about January 16th. We are now at February 13th. I'm doing better. Let's see if I can show you while I was talking. I have started doing all of these stimulation things. I have gotten most of the functionality back in my legs for the most part, which is really good. They were scared that I wasn't going to get anything back or very little. And one of my legs is just about at 100%, and the other one is at about 40 to 50, all the way up to my knee. They're thinking there was some damage to my sciatic nerve, so from about my knee down, it's not doing so well. I have like severe drop foot. So as opposed to your foot being like this at neutral, and when you lay in bed it drops down a little bit, mine drops down about this much. So it lays almost flat, or the ball of my foot almost flat on the bed. That's how it was at first. Now it's a little bit more raised. We're doing a little bit better, but because I can't clear my toe to pick it up, I can't use those muscles. They're not firing. The message just isn't getting there. I've been doing two things. One of them is called an AFO, and for other people who have MS, you probably have used this. An AFO is this thing where it kind of forces your foot to be at neutral, and it supports your calf muscle and everything like that. Mine goes a little bit higher than some of the normal ones because my leg has been so lazy. Some of them cut off about here, and they're about the length of, like a short work boot or something like that, or a longer work boot. Mine fits at about the length of a riding boot, so right below the knee as to where my muscles stopped working. And as I get better with more flexion, I don't know if you can see here, there's a white thing on the inside. They can cut about all of that out for this to become more bendy as I start gaining more control of my ankle. Now that's all contingent upon me getting better. But I wear this now, and I try to wear it whenever I'm just sitting in bed. I did have it on right now before I showed you. And just to walk to the bathroom, things at night. One other thing that we've been working on, which is a little bit more intense, is called a walk aid or a Bioness, depending on what brand you have. But it's basically where two electrodes, let me see if I can show you, where two electrodes go placed somewhere on your leg, and it stimulates, it electronically stimulates. So let me see if I could show you here. So the one would go here, and one would go back here. And those nodes that go on your leg, they stimulate those muscles to fire where the neurons aren't getting the message all the way down there. It manually stimulates so that your leg does pick it up and do what it's supposed to when you're walking, so that your toe clears the ground and you're not dragging it, causing damage to your ankle and all sorts of other problems. So that's kind of where I'm at now. So I'm doing really well. I'm walking. I have a walker in between the walker because they don't want me to overexert myself. I do sit in the wheelchair sometimes. I try to stay out of it as much as possible, but I'm always up and moving and all over the place. So I do find myself in a wheelchair a lot more often than I would like to admit. But, there's not much I could do about it. Aside from that, I'm doing really well. I'm still in that denial phase where sometimes I'll be sitting at a table in the wheelchair, or I'll be sitting in bed FaceTiming or watching Netflix, watching TV, and I'll forget that I'm having so many issues with my legs and that I'm in a wheelchair and things like that. So I think I'm still a little bit in denial. Having trouble acknowledging that I have MS, but it's something that I need to do. I need to start facing it, and every now and again it'll hit me and it'd be like, holy crap, I'm sick. holy crap, I've been in a hospital for a month inpatient, And then there's sometimes, and I'm sorry if the word crap offended anyone. I'm working on language. But I am trying to come to terms with having been diagnosed. And like I said in a previous video, I just got diagnosed in December, so I'm about 2.5 months out from my diagnosis. It would be 2 months. It would have been, it's 2 months today since I got diagnosed with MS. So I'm coping as best I can. I'm coping. Again, if any of you have any questions and things like that, don't hesitate to ask. I don't check or update as much as I would like to. I'm going to try, and I know I said this in the last video, to update more often. It's not that I forget, but I forget. Or I just don't have time, or I'm too tired from, doing 2 PTs, 2 OTs, and then occasional different therapies in between. So by the time my day's over, I'm pretty exhausted. But I'm going to try to do more updates. And as I start getting questions or emails or messages, I'll start making more videos. Today is a treatment day. So I will be doing my Avonex injection about 2:30. And as I start to get a little bit more comfortable with making these videos, I will film doing an injection for anyone else who has them or has questions about choosing one who just got newly diagnosed. I know it was hard picking what kind of treatment I wanted to go with. I know depending on the type of MS and how bad it is, your options are usually limited to about 2 or 3 that the doctor will give you an option of choosing between. But I chose the Avonex, so I will be doing that in about an hour. But I just wanted to give a quick update and let you guys know what was going on with me and that I've been doing well and that things are okay, because I know the last video I left was a little bit solemn and, kind of sad and depressing, and I looked exhausted. But I wanted you guys to know that I'm doing better, and I'm learning more about the disease and things like that. So again, if there are any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I know that asking questions from people who have the disease is a lot easier than trying to ask someone who doesn't have it and has just done a lot of research in it. So feel free. But yeah, so that's going to be my update for this week. Good luck, Godspeed, happy Valentine's Day. I know that that'll be tomorrow, so I hope people have great plans and things like that for it. I know I don't. I'll be here. Well, yeah. So, again, happy Valentine's Day, and I wish you guys all the best. Bye.